Hey guys, Editor Tom here. We just thought we'd put a little disclaimer at the beginning of this episode, as there's about 10 minutes in the middle of the podcast where there isn't actually any footage. We had a little bit of trouble when filming. If you're listening, then you're all good, but if you are watching, just stick it out. The footage does come back in. Thank you so much for listening to this episode, guys, and hope you enjoy. Welcome to Handful of Idiots podcast. We have a 5-star rating today. I think I may have lost the same amount of brain cells the boys did on their Stainless Sipper episode. Absolutely loving the pod. Keep it up. That was from Anonymous. Remember, if you want your 5-star rating read out on the podcast, remember to rate us 5 stars on Spotify. Send it into the Instagram page at Handful of Idiots podcast, and we'll make sure to read your 5-star rating out on the next episode. As always, my name's Thomas. I'm one of your co-hosts for today. I'm joined on the couch by
Mason.
And we have a very special guest today.
My name's Kyle, or my DJ name's Kabl.
Right.
Kabl.
So this is one of the points. I thought that it was Kabl because it's spelled. How do you spell it?
Kabl.
Kabl. So I thought it was Kabl. To be fair, everyone else also did think that it was.
I was thinking, cable, DJ cables, and all that stuff.
Yeah. Look, I probably
pretty self-explanatory. I would have thought. But anyways, what do you do?
But obviously, the next thing is the Stainless Sippers. So once again, thank you to the Stainless Sipper for sponsoring this episode or sponsoring the podcast. You can get yours 10% off at the Stainless Sipper store, www.stainless. It'll be up here. And you can get 10% off any product in the Stainless Sipper store. But, Kyle, we thought that potentially you just want one of your own. So have at it. Now, guys, as you know, it comes in silver, comes in monochromatic, and we have obviously a black one running around. But Kyle, why don't you tell us what colour that is once you get it out of the plastic?
That's a silver one.
Silver? You sure?
Oh, what the fuck? That's mad. It's like a bronzy
It is
rose
bronze,
gold.
yeah.
It's a ripper.
How good's that?
It's
really good one.
bronze. Yeah.
Oh,
and
really?
what's inside of it? There we go.
Guys, bless me
Our
with the
treat.
peach.
Our treat.
Oh, thank you
No,
guys.
you're right.
No, all good. Now,
We'll just-
see if, get a
crack one
good crack on the microphone. Yeah, right next to it. Yeah, it's always good. Always going.
Yeah.
Oh God, stop.
Here we go.
Alrighty.
And the pour.
Password.
Yeah, mine's just fizzed up. Mate.
How good's the fizz?
Oh God.
Yeah, that'll do.
Fair enough. Oh jeez. Alrighty, so we're just gonna jump straight into it.
Should we cheers to that? Absolutely.
Yeah,
come
cheers, yeah, cheers.
Do you guys top and tail? I'll show you. Top and tail.
Oh,
Careful.
Just a squirter.
That's
good.
That's great.
That was good. Now, do you reckon it tastes better out of the Stainless Sipper car?
100%. 100%.
There you
That's
go, heard it
unreal.
here first. Well, maybe for like the 4th time. I think we say it every time.
Yeah, exactly right. But it is true.
It is.
Fantastic.
It is.
Right, so let's just jump straight in. Kyle, tell us a little about yourself. What do you do?
So I DJ. I work at Athlete's Foot as well. It's
Mm-hmm.
my side job, sucking toes.
Yep. Classic.
Ref basketball.
Oh, okay.
I've got a bachelor in architecture that I don't use.
Ooh.
You don't use?
Not yet. I will eventually.
Yeah, that's
Fair enough.
Something
How
to fall back on.
many years out of uni are you?
2 now.
2 now. Fair enough. So you'll get back into it.
Yeah, I'll get back in. I've got
for
to go back
sure.
and do my masters
Oh, is that what you're looking to do?
eventually. I'm having fun at the moment, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
just
it.
enjoy. Well, you're only what 20,
24.
24. Yeah, right. It's only a few years older than us.
Life's so far for you.
Yeah. Yeah, you got plenty of time.
Exactly right.
But just on the DJing,
Yep.
because obviously, Mason recently has started taking up the decks.
I like it. I saw that when I walked in.
Yeah. I'm an aspiring DJ. I'm gonna ask you a lot of questions about
I
some
like
tips.
this. I like this.
Absolutely.
But yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about your personal style when it comes to DJing, and obviously, as you can see, Kyle's dressed in one of his many shirts.
Yes.
Fun
Signature.
fact, I think this is the shirt that I first met you boys in.
No.
I went back and I looked at when you have tagged me in stories and stuff. I think this is the first shirt that I was wearing.
Really?
When I met you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So we not to say that we've stalked Kyle, not at all. But recently, well, when we first started going out, I think we started going to Panda Thursdays.
Panda Thursdays.
And
Thursdays.
Code.
And
I think it
Code.
was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we obviously met him, just as people on the stage, as you would, as people raving and stuff.
Yeah.
And then,
You always had great energy.
Stop.
Barometers, we are.
Yeah.
We set the tone. Anyway.
Yeah, no, well,
Big time.
someone has to, you know what I mean?
Exactly right.
Someone's got to do the job. But yeah, and then obviously we went out for your
It was
18th.
my 18th, first time going out.
That week, obviously, we had a big
I think we
week.
saw you, the Thursday, and then we were like, oh, yeah, you're going to be at Code on that Saturday night. So
Yeah. It was a good night.
it was
a
a
great night.
I love Code. I miss it.
Yeah.
Bring back Code.
What happened to it?
I think the scene's just a bit slow, and at the time it was just not doing the best. And I think venue and the night and the promoters and stuff like that just
Phased out a little
parted
bit.
ways. And yeah, I think just as a business decision wasn't.
So Code, for those who don't know, Code is a inner city, outer city. It's in Carlton, isn't it?
Nah, Burke Street.
Burke Street, right? Yeah. So it's an inner city pub during the day. It's what's it called during the
Royal
day?
Melbourne Hotel.
The Royal Melbourne Hotel, and then during the night, it used to turn into Code for how long? Would have been maybe 3 years,
I think they did 4.
4 years.
Four.
So like,
They just clocked 4 and then
called it quits.
I'll do.
Yeah, right. Because
which was one of the longest running. I think at the time it was either 4 or 5 years. It was the longest running city club at the time.
Yeah.
yeah, right.
They were the longest, one of the longest lasting outside of a few other.
Because you always hear like
Straight.
especially in Ringwood, like Void and Baby, like clubs always like re-promoting themselves as
Well, Void's actually no longer.
Void's done.
Yeah, Void's done.
When did that happen?
I couldn't tell you.
A while ago.
Really?
Yeah, good 6 months.
Shit.
good 6-8 months.
Because I know that Baby turned back into Dakota, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, right. Goes to show how long I've been clubbing for.
Yeah, exactly right.
No, that's crazy. So
That's good.
when it comes to your unique style, what do you play?
I like the white girl commercial party tunes. A little bit of EDM.
I mean, who doesn't?
Bangers,
You know,
yeah.
Something you can sing along to.
You're crazy if you say you don't.
Yeah, exactly right. And you're lying also.
Yeah.
You are lying.
It's a little guilt thing. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Everyone's going to turn up for T Swift.
Yeah.
Bit of T-Swizzle.
love
I think
me,
I saw that on your story.
Yep. Katy Perry.
Love story remixes never go wrong, do they?
You're lying if you hate it.
Exactly right.
You're gonna scream and shout no matter what.
Yeah.
And let it all out.
Yeah.
Personally. Thank you very much.
That was really good.
Thank you.
That was good. What about the shirts? Like what?
I started wearing them. It started, I think, back when I was 16. I saw the shorts at JJ's. The first pair were shorts of watermelon items, I believe. And I bought a matching pair with a mate, just for shits and gigs.
Yeah.
Just cause.
Just cause. And then a few weeks later, I went back in and saw that they had a shirt, and I was like, wow, I'm going to buy the matching shirt. And we both had the matching shirt and just started wearing that. And it's just evolved over the years.
Your love for it.
Yeah. And then my first DJ set was wearing it, and I was just like, oh, I'll wear it for a bit of fun, stand out a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's just stuck.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
And it's been your thing.
Yeah. It's mainly watermelons. I got a few eggplants, pineapples.
Yeah, the
party
pineapple.
shirts.
Yeah, no, huge.
I got a rubber ducky one. I call
Nice.
it my I don't give a duck shirt.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's good.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yep.
Holy shit.
That's a fun one. So, yeah, I think I've got almost 50.
Jeez. You have a code with them? Like a promo code or a sponsorship?
I wish.
No?
I'm working on it.
Oh, guys, if anyone's listening and you want to hit him up, we'll put the Instagram in the bio. Everything will be there. Hit him up. Get him kitted out.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, like, beyond the like the white girl, do you have like any particular favorite? Like, I don't know, techno or because like the remixes that we used to listen. Well, we heard from you when we used to go out was like I don't know. They were like big like mashups, but also like big party oomph tunes. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
definitely more EDM, progressive house.
Nice.
Yeah,
Love that.
music.
Love that.
The good stuff. The real just like melt your heart, scream and shout, dance, can't stop moving. Really like that, especially with a sing-along tune over the top. Just for those who don't know the beat.
Ah, yes.
Or the words to the beat. Everyone knows like Calling by Alesso. Not as many people know the words. Everyone knows the backing track.
To be fair, I don't know what that song is at all.
You would know it if I played it.
You reckon?
I'm not going to sing it though.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Stick to DJ?
Yeah. I'm tone deaf.
Worst
industry to
I was
be
about to say, a
in.
bit tad ironic, I think.
It sucks. It sucks.
Yeah, would you ever stick your hand into producing or anything like that? Is that something?
I do produce a little bit. I I haven't put out as much as probably I want or should.
Yeah, no, sorry.
But I'm just very self-critical. So you listen to a song so many times over and over, and I got so many friends that just say, just put it out. Doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it's doing absolutely nothing sitting in my folder
that's
on my
true.
computer.
You don't know what the outcome would be if you do let it out.
No one's seeing it. On there, and and someone said to me, he goes, worst case scenario, no one sees it. Best case scenario, blows up.
Yes, sir.
Pretty much.
So, yeah, haven't done anything though.
No.
Guys, if you're in the area, make sure obviously once you've liked and rated the podcast, go ahead and check out. Do you have anything out on anything? Oh, it'd be on SoundCloud, wouldn't it?
A few mashups out on SoundCloud, a few mixes.
I'm not gonna lie. I think after we saw you, I think we started listening to a few.
We did.
I'm not gonna lie.
You send
We
me
really-
photos at Prees. You used to send me photos.
We were like, oh my god, good. Cabl's gonna love this. We're listening to his stuff. He's gonna get a sim get free.
Yep,
Look,
yep.
that when it's always good knowing, I don't know, someone at the
100%.
and you. To be fair, you did get us in a few times, which
100%.
is pretty
Very
good.
thankful.
Yeah, very thankful for that. Especially
It pays to be nice.
especially
pays to
early,
be nice.
especially early on when you're paying $40-$30 to get into a club.
I found out it was $30. I thought that was ridiculous.
$30.
Yeah. I can't remember the last time I paid for a nightclub.
Yeah, to be fair.
Obviously, right.
Well, 'cause we don't really. Yeah,
We don't go out clubbing anymore.
Well, not that much.
Not that much. Yeah.
It's funny when I go to line up to go and have a night out. The difference of me lining up and paying. I almost refuse to pay. I don't want to pay. The principle.
Yeah.
No, huge.
Entry's $20. I'd rather buy 4 people around than pay entry.
Yeah, exactly.
That round's costing me $80.
Yeah, that's so true.
But I'd rather pay that than
$20
just to
entry.
get-
$20
just
to get in. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just don't. Yeah. You just don't know what you're going to get when you're in there. So when you pay, there's been many times where you line up and you pay, and you go in, it's like, why'd I pay $20?
And it's happened a few times to
like
us
30
as well.
to go in there.
I
But
can imagine.
what do you do?
Not a lot, I would imagine.
No.
Well, obviously you pay it and then you get in there.
You just have another drink and suck it up.
You're in there, you got to deal with it.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Well, what venues are you doing now? And what are your favourites and least favourites of over the years that you have?
Favorites Code.
Yeah,
Hands down.
that was good.
It's definitely where I started.
Yeah.
It's my home. The team that were there, incredible. From promoters, lighting staff, the venue itself, just amazing.
Yeah.
I love that place. Mildura, Heaven Lounge in Mildura.
Oh, okay.
Jura.
Up in
Yeah.
there.
How far away is that?
It's how long did it take me?
Is it on
7
the Murray?
hours?
The Murray?
Yep.
Mildura?
Yeah, 7 hour drive.
And-
6,
Yeah, right.
7 hour drive. Or 40-minute flight or an hour flight.
How often do you do that?
I've been there twice.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's
I was
one
going to say, surely it's not regular.
No. Nah, I'd love it to be.
Yeah,
it is.
no,
It's an
obviously.
unreal venue. You wouldn't think it, but it's crazy. Beer Deluxe in Albury, awesome
Hey.
venue.
Yeah.
Beer Deluxe.
Awesome venue.
What's the vibe like in there?
It's this massive open courtyard and with festival stage setup,
Okay.
Interesting.
lighting.
Entry?
Wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I went the back
Damn
way.
it. Son of a- Yeah, that's fair.
I think so. I think it normally country towns $10-$15.
Yeah.
20 if you're a big head. So my entry's
Yeah,
$10.
fair enough.
Nice.
that's
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah.
Love Warrnable. Warnable's second home.
Yeah.
Warrnable.
The
Where are the places in Warrnable? Because I used to go camping there when I was a kid. Where are the venues there?
There's 2 in the venue. There's 2 in Warrnable. There's Highline and Shanachie.
Yeah.
And they're opposite each other. They're on the main road and they're opposite each other.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
It's funny
It's a
to
bit
see.
of a fight to see who gets in.
Yeah. No, Shanachie's
Yeah.
good venue.
What's like the vibe with country towns and inner city?
Country
like,
towns
yeah.
are a year and a half behind in music.
Yeah.
Like you think the music that when you boys were coming out,
Yeah.
that's what's popping off in country towns at the moment.
Okay.
That's what's doing really well.
Okay. Yeah.
And then when you boys were coming out, country towns were still in there kick bass,
No way.
Yeah.
Jesus. Wow.
Like country towns are only just now getting out of the kick base.
That's great. So they're still at least another 5 years from EDM and
pretty much.
house. Good stuff. Not to say that what they're playing out there is bad, by no means, but it's just a lot better now.
Yeah. Very much so. It's easier to. It's almost easier to play because you know what they're going to want. Whereas Melbourne, you got to continuously adapt and you got to follow the TikTok trends.
Sound top.
TikTok
on top of everything. Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
No, that's good.
Interesting.
What would when you're going to a venue, what do you like? Yeah, what's been your favorite? What's your least favorite venue to play at? What
I'm
one?
not saying that.
Really? We'll bleep it out.
No.
Fair enough.
Nah,
He's getting paid to play there.
It's mainly just. It's not necessarily. The crowd doesn't make it a shit venue. It's the promoters.
Right. Okay.
In
In terms of what does a promoter do? Like what are they? What does it actually entail?
I think a lot of people think like when we say promoters, they just think of like your mate that's put that post up in the story.
Puts you to tell them to get their name on the door.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Right.
But you go 4 people above them, they're still technically a promoter.
Right.
But they're promoting the night, but they're running the night.
Okay.
So
like when they
essentially a promoter is a bait, like calling a tradie a tradie.
Yeah. Right.
Like
Okay. different kind.
Yeah, like an electrician's like a sparky. It's their job might like they do the marketing, they have meetings throughout the week.
Right.
Doing bookings, but they're still at the end of the day a promoter.
Yeah, and are they the ones that like plan those red light nights or like the the Halloween nights and stuff like that? Yeah, right.
So it's mainly them and the staff that kind of make it a bad experience.
Really?
Like there was one night I had a friend come with me,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a long set. I had a long set, and he's come with me. We put a lot of effort to get to this place, and he was standing in the booth with me.
Mm-hmm.
Big booth.
Huge booth.
Big booth. And he's just running around. It was just us two. We didn't know anyone.
Yeah.
He's come there to support me. And like 15 minutes into the show, they've gone, yeah, he can't be back there. And like,
What?
I'm not one to kick up a stink. I'm not going to fight or anything
Make a
like
fuss,
that. Yeah. And he's easy. He can chill on his own. And he hopped outside. And then maybe half an hour later, he came back in, but he was just sitting on the ground. So he was out of view. He's come back over and he goes, nah, if he comes back in, you're out.
What, back inside the venue?
Yeah, no. If he comes back inside the booth and he was literally just sitting on the ground, out of shot.
Right.
He's essentially sitting on the ground. No one could see him. They've gone, he's out of the venue. I was like, I've got another 4 hours to play. Like,
no way.
no way. And then he was constantly, it was constantly on my back about my music. And like, I know how to work a crowd, but when you've got someone just like constantly almost mothering you.
And this is the same bloke that told you he was going to kick your mate out.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So
So you just don't want to, like, yeah.
Yeah, hit a point and I was just like, I don't want to be here. What am I doing?
Yeah.
And did you leave or did you see it out?
No, you finished the set.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. But it drags on.
And you're not enjoying it anymore, whereas you usually would.
Yeah, the mood's just killed.
God, that'd suck.
Yeah, they're the not fun ones, but like, and they're the stuff you don't see, but you put up with it. You got to have bad days to have good days.
That's so true. That's a good one.
Yeah.
How long does a set usually last for you?
I love a 90-minute set.
Yeah, okay.
Quick, easy.
90 minutes is really good because 60 minutes almost feels too short.
Yeah.
90 minutes, you can have a bit of fun. Like, you can go up the BPM, you can change the genre a little bit more, you can have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
And almost take the crowd on a little bit more of a journey. Like, you can work them a little bit more.
Yeah.
Whereas in an hour, it's like an hour of power. You just got to smash them. You got to do your best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whereas
right.
90, obviously, you got to do your best with 90 minutes.
Yeah, obviously, but you have a bit more leniency to do other
you
stuff.
can work them a lot more. You can take them through the highs, through the lows. You can get the girls shaking their asses.
Yeah.
You can have the guys
I mean, you know,
jumping up and down, fist bumping.
Yeah, exactly
Oh,
right.
the guys can shake their ass too.
Yeah, obviously,
of course,
yeah,
of
obviously.
course,
quality.
absolutely.
So
The boys.
yeah, I love 90 minutes to 2 hours is really fun.
Yep.
But I've done 1 hour, I've done half an hour, I've done 5 hours.
Half an hour.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah, what are the
well-
half an hours like?
Like a verse set. So you're versing with someone, but you don't want to verse them. So you just say, I'll do half an hour, you do half an hour.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool.
That's pretty
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, they're not fun.
Oh, they're not
They're
okay.
so
interesting.
good. You play like 15 songs, if that.
Ah.
Yeah, and it would go so quick because you're having so much fun.
Crazy.
Love that. Synchronized sip.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty enjoyable.
Especially out of St. Lucia.
Especially out of
Come on.
Stay the Sipper. Promo code idiots10. It's the last time we're going to do it. Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Next topic, festivals. Have you played any? Are you looking to play at any? What's the dream?
I'd love to play a festival. I haven't. Well, I did. I played in the Silent Disco at Dreamland, which was a festival run at Luna Park.
Oh.
I did the Silent Disco there 1 year, and then
Didn't go back or weren't
it
invited?
didn't run.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting.
Was it?
Did it not? Did it not do well or?
No, it did great, but I think I don't really know a heap about it, but I think it's mainly just like not enough people were buying tickets early on.
Fair
So
enough.
it was either cut the losses early or push
Yeah.
through and potentially lose everything.
Well, you find a lot of like festivals now, such as Splendor in the Mud.
Yeah.
Like, no one's buying tickets.
Splendor in the mud. Nice.
Spread in the
callback.
grass. I remember a few years ago it was called that. But yeah, if they're not buying tickets, yeah, they're just going to cut it. Like,
Well, that's
they're
what
not
that's
gonna
what happened
do-
to
That's
what happened to Splendor
That's what they've done.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
year. Yeah.
exactly
It's,
right.
it's the same sort of thing. Like people aren't buying the tickets early, so it's not giving the promoters that confidence that
Yeah.
the festival's actually going to go ahead.
And do well.
Yeah, so it's either go ahead and lose all this money,
Yeah.
and or maybe break even, or cut the losses now and lose 100K.
Because
Exactly
I would imagine like the ticket sales like early on would like more or less entice like I don't know like what are they like market stalls, what are they called, like vendors, sorry, like it would promote vendors, like entice them to come and do stuff like, you know, we went to where did we go? New Year's Festival, can't remember.
Lost Paradise.
We went to Lost Paradise,
Yep.
and you're like it's a 4-day festival.
Yeah,
That, you know, they've got like
sick.
food trucks, they've got you know, like people selling Wi-Fi for like half an hour and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and like you know, like all these different vendors and stuff, and like obviously if you're not selling tickets early on, then I would imagine those vendors are going to be like, well, you know, if there's going to be 20 people there at the minute, I don't think I want to actually, you know, be a part of it and stuff like that. So I would imagine that
Yeah,
comes
they
into
pull
play
away.
as well.
Yeah.
And then also, you know, you got to pay all the artists and stuff. So
And an artist doesn't want to play to 20 people.
yeah, exactly. Bloody hell. No.
Yeah.
Especially on New Year's, waste their bloody
Yeah, I
time.
know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Credit to them, though.
Nah, honestly,
Yeah.
like for the blokes that are doing it, you know, I don't know. Good on you.
How was it?
Fantastic.
It's good.
Unreal.
It's good. It's good
It's
experience.
unreal.
Yep.
So we're planning to go to BTV this year.
Yep.
A lot closer.
Yep.
A lot more, like, obviously a lot more people would come as well. Because there's only 4 of us up there.
Yep.
Crazy.
Wouldn't say it was bad, but you know, more people, more fun.
would have been
Yeah,
better with a
yeah,
lot more
sure.
people. And like, you know, first time, I don't know, long-term festival. Not to say that we weren't prepared, but we weren't.
But we could also fix things.
Yeah,
for
very
next
easily
time.
for the next
Yeah.
time around.
It was,
So it was
easily-
it was a trial by fire, but
yeah.
it was good. Like we didn't have any food. And
I'll tell you one thing, we didn't pack sunscreen. One of our mates had.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He was designated to bring sunscreen, right? And he pulls out this bottle. I don't look at the bottle, right? Because I'm just assuming we get sunscreen.
Yeah.
Turns out it's moisturizer.
Fantastic.
And I'm like, yeah. And then they're not putting sunscreen on. I'm like, you guys are going to get burnt. Look at you, dickheads.
God. And then you didn't put sunscreen on, did you?
You would have roasted more.
Yeah. Did you get burnt?
Yeah, I got fried.
Not me. I think I had a
I
spare
think
sunscreen.
after
running out.
on the second day, we still had 3 days left. I'm like, I'm done.
Yep.
This heat stroke's killing me.
Yep.
I'm in all sorts.
You guys went to the store, didn't you? They had like a general
They did
store.
have for people like us,
Yep.
obviously.
Yep, dummies.
Yeah, telling me. But yeah, no, that put a little bit of a dent in
The experience.
In the experience, and that's
I
something
imagine.
that we will take forward to our next
Yes, to the next
4-day
adventure.
festival.
Yeah.
To the next
So
adventure.
that's-
Pack the sunscreen, kids.
Yeah, pack the
Always. Slip,
sunscreen.
slop, slap.
But also moisturizer potentially.
No, don't.
But
No,
if
no,
you
no.
were going to pick the one,
Yeah,
the
normally,
sunscreen.
normally you moisturise after the sunscreen.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
before
Interesting.
or instead
Any-
of.
Do you moisturise? Do you? Because I don't. I don't moisturise. Do you moisturise?
Oh, you know when I'm feeling lucky.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you moisturise much?
No, not really.
No, fair enough.
Not really.
Anyway,
Not a massive
it's
moisturiser.
interesting.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
Oh shit. Yeah. Would you want to? What? Yeah. What would be your dream festival to play at?
Oh, Tomorrowland.
that leads us into our next question.
You
This worked perfect.
Look at that flight. Didn't even ask a question.
Did you? Because obviously last year, if you see it on your socials after you follow him after listening to this podcast, it'll be in the bio. You went to Tomorrowland last 2023. Yeah, and where was that?
It's in Belgium.
Belgium,
Yeah, it's in a
right?
town called Boom.
Really
Boom.
interesting. And
Fits in, eh?
because I heard that they're potentially bringing Tomorrowland to Thailand. Yeah,
Yeah, is it Thailand or Vietnam? One of them.
Thailand.
Thailand,
Yeah.
yeah.
But has it always been in this Boom place?
Yeah, this year's the 20th anniversary.
Which is maybe why they're changing it, or
I don't know. I actually don't know why they're changing it.
yeah.
I've seen rumours that it's Thailand giving the big middle finger to Singapore because Singapore paid Taylor Swift extra, so she only did shows there.
I heard about
Wow.
So Thailand have
really?
said, "Hey, come over to us. Hey, Singapore, fuck you."
Really?
Yeah.
So I didn't know about that.
That's what I've heard on the
On the
Yeah.
on the grapevine.
On the grapevine.
On the musical grapevine.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So what was it like when you
Unreal.
went?
I'm going back this year.
Yeah, how many days?
I'm going back this year.
How many days is it?
If you are camping there, it's 4 days,
Mm,
or 4 nights.
yeah.
If you're not camping, it's 3. So if you're camping, they build a stage in the camping area. The camping area is also massive.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it would be.
Is it a good spot as well for camping or what?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's camping.
Yeah, it's
It's
camping.
got, yeah, fair enough. Plenty of room.
Yeah,
It's camping, and I'm traveling from Oz, so I'm not taking anything.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
So you get the cheapest shit you can get.
I was about to say, yeah. Did you buy stuff there, or did you? Take
We
it
bought
with
the
you?
ticket that it came with stuff.
Oh, that's cool. Like
They gave us a tent, a sleeping bag, a mattress.
Yeah, right.
The tent sucked.
Obviously.
It's like a single layer,
Ooh.
and me and my mate's the same size as me.
Ooh.
Um,
For
Very
reference, Carl's about what 6'2".
6'1",
Ooh, so close, so close.
6.5 barefoot. So we round up inches.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
obviously, always round up. Yeah, I'm 6 foot. I'm 6 foot.
I like that.
Continuing.
I don't want to talk about mine anymore.
So there's 2 of us in a tent, and we woke up in the morning. It wasn't raining, and I'm just getting drips on my face. The condensation was just
Yeah.
The condensation.
Oh, Cleo.
That's crazy. So you roughed it for about 4 days.
No, so I got really lucky. I had a mate who was there with another group, and I was hanging out with him, and I was telling him how shit the sleep was the first night, and he goes, "Oh, we have a spare tent. Like we bought a spare tent. It's a one-man tent. No one's using it. It's literally sitting under the table. Do you want it?" I've gone, "Yes, please.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, please."
That's crazy.
So I grabbed it just before we went into the festival that day, and when I came home, I was about to get into bed, and I've gone, "Fuck it, I'm setting it up." I found a little patch, and I set this tent up at 1:30 in the morning.
yeah.
You got to test it out.
I had
Absolutely.
the best sleep.
Yeah, I bet.
Nice, love that. And what, you stuck your mate in the...
Well, he was happy as all hell because he had a tent to himself.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, yeah, true.
So he got a mattress to himself. I had a tent to myself, and my tent didn't leak.
Love that.
There you go.
That's crazy.
Winning.
And was it...
Winning.
Absolutely. Was it like cost viable? Was it like worth the amount of money that you spent?
Yep. So last year it was the ticket alone was $1,400, but that included they picked us up in Amsterdam, so they bussed us from Amsterdam to the festival.
How far away is Boom from Amsterdam?
4 hours.
Shit. Good bus ride?
Yeah.
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 Vibes up.
Vibes are up.
And then on the way back, just absolutely dead.
Yep.
Yeah. Classic.
Yep.
Classic.
Always
Yeah.
goes.
And then so festival, and then they bussed us from the festival back to London. So if you bus, you can have you can pick
Multiple
different
stops.
cities.
Yeah. Okay.
To go to, yeah.
Whereas, so they've got options where you can fly. So like you can get a ticket from Singapore. So if you just get yourself to Singapore, they'll fly you from Singapore. You get on a Tomorrowland plane from Singapore to Belgium, and then they'll bus you there.
Imagine
And
that
then, like,
flight.
depending on where you are, like, tickets costs more or less? Or...
Yeah. It's the cost associated with the transport is
Yeah,
just in the
right.
ticket.
That's crazy as.
So, but the bus is the only. All the other ones you just have to return from where you essentially went.
Yeah, right.
Or just don't get on the flight. A lot of people just actually don't get on it.
Yeah, right. Why?
Because the global journey, it's called global journey. The global journey ticket's easier to get than a regular ticket.
Oh.
So you get the global journey ticket, knowing that it is more expensive because it's got the costs with the transport involved.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Safe, yeah.
And they just, if you want to stay in Belgium, you just don't get on the flight. You
Yeah,
just get a
right.
taxi to wherever you want to go.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
yeah.
And is there like, I don't know, is there like for obviously like influencers and stuff, and bigger people that probably wouldn't be camping. Is there like glamour? Because I know like at other festivals, there's always like glamour tents and
yeah.
stuff
So
like that.
last year, me and the boys, we wanted to get essentially the glamping, the pre-set up tents.
Yeah.
They had pre-set up tents. We wanted to get it. Extremely difficult to get.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
In terms of like cost as
instantly,
well,
yeah.
it's like it'll sell out so
It was
quickly.
2.2.
Right, so not that much more.
No,
And for a little bit more comfort, you'd probably want to pay the extra.
we were willing to. It was in the budget.
Yeah, for sure.
But we actually got it. So actually so at 3 a.m. the shop opens at 3 a.m. our time.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Jesus.
in. It was a 40-minute wait. We had 5 people with laptops open.
Different, obviously, yeah.
Yep. And just whoever got in first got him.
To buy
My laptop,
everything.
first one in,
Yeah.
got in there. And you actually just have to sit in the shop and just play around because people are selecting tickets and then so it sells the tickets out, but then people run out of time, so the ticket goes back into the
Pool.
shop,
Yeah.
back into the pool so you can get it. So eventually got it. Got 2 of the tents that we wanted. Go to the checkout, plug it in, declined.
No!
I haven't updated my international limit because they're taking out euros,
Oh, no!
not Aussie. So I'd up the Aussie limit, but not the
not the
international.
international.
So I timed out. So then we've gone, fuck, so we've missed out on it. So we've missed out on the glamour tents. We ended up getting just the regular camping, take your own stuff sort of thing. But we picked give us one.
You would have been shattered.
We didn't really care where we're going.
Oh,
Yeah,
fair enough.
yeah,
Yeah,
true.
you're
Yeah.
not wrong, yeah.
Pros and cons.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so this year I've got a glamping tent.
Nice.
Let's go.
Oh, so you've already bought your ticket for
Yeah, I've already got my ticket.
When is it? September?
August, July. So I'm going week 1.
So you did end up getting glamping tickets this year.
Yeah, got glamping
Right.
tickets this year. I had a friend who he bought tickets and he had someone pull out.
Okay.
So this year, because it's the 20th anniversary, I think they did something slightly different, or I just was an idiot and wasn't prepared.
Sure.
But because I went last year, I had early access.
Oh, right.
Okay.
We have a similar thing with Lost, yeah. I think I got that email a little while ago.
Yeah, so you can get
Pre-sale.
pre-sale tickets.
Yeah, right.
And I was an idiot and didn't know. And so I had someone who did have a spare ticket. But it got to the morning of the now pre-sale for the global journey, where pretty much everywhere else in the world can try.
Yeah.
And I didn't really want to wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning, so I was like hounding him. I was like, please, I'll pay extra. Can I have them? Can I have them? I was like a few hours before the sale went online. He goes, ticket's yours. I've gone unreal.
That's
so one,
crazy.
I didn't have to wake up at 3 a.m. Or stay awake past, because I think I was DJing. I didn't have to stay awake past it to be on it. And apparently it was just an absolute shit show. Like, people didn't get tickets. I had so many friends who were trying, didn't get tickets.
Not as easy as that. Yeah.
This year it was extremely difficult.
And
Good.
it's in Thailand, obviously.
No, it's in Belgium.
Oh, it's still in
so
Belgium.
it doesn't go to Thailand until 2026.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
We'll get tickets in 2026.
Yep.
We'll see you there.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I'm excited.
That's crazy.
But
well,
it's the best thing in the world.
Like visuals as well as the DJs.
yeah. You always see like the
Firework.
the huge car. Is it like an actual castle?
So this year was it was like a castle with like a bird.
Yeah, and
Whereas last year it was like this big space tower thingy. They've always got a theme. So
Yeah,
last
they
year,
can-
so last year it was Ascendio, and it was like a steampunk but in the sky kind of theme.
Yeah. Okay.
This year it's like life.
Wow.
So I'm excited to see what they'll do with the stage.
I'm assuming like a big tree.
That'd be
That'd be
unreal.
sick.
That'd be unreal.
Yeah.
It's
Sick.
it'll be cool to see
It will. Yeah.
what they do. But there's like 12 stages or
Yeah, so it's
So
fucking massive,
it's,
isn't it?
So there's essentially 2 main stages. There's the main stage, and then there's the freedom stage. The freedom stage is like the other big one that everyone goes to. To go from the main stage to the freedom stage, if you're sober and can actually walk properly and you've got a good pace on you, 25-30 minute walk.
Whoa.
no
okay.
way.
Yeah.
That's how big.
And
it
that's
is.
you got a good pace on you.
Yeah.
So it's from the campground. If you wanted to see Eric Pritz,
Yeah.
you needed 2 hours. From leaving the campsite to get there, you needed 2 hours. So if he's playing at 6, I needed to leave the campsite by 4.
Holy shit.
Otherwise, I'm at the back. And I probably would have been at the back anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's a 2 hour, because it's at least 40 minutes. Again, it's a 40 minute with a good pace
Yeah,
from your
right.
campsite to the front gate.
yeah.
From our campsite anyway, because we were
Yeah.
at the back. This year it'll probably be a 20 minute walk.
Yeah.
because
Cut some time
fancy.
into it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's good.
Pay the extra money for the closer walk.
Absolutely.
That's crazy. Oh
Um,
my god, unreal.
But yeah, and it's so good. Just the vibes there.
Yeah.
I was
And
about
then-
to say, yeah, the vibe would be so much like.
And then even like the real nerdy shit that you just don't think of.
Mm.
Walking in between stages, no noise pollution. So if you've got a stage like here, like there's a few stages where they're like around a lake.
Yeah.
There's one on the lake, there's one on the other side, and then there's one on the other side, and then there's one a little bit further away. You do not hear any other
In
stage.
between. Yeah.
Even walking in between the stages, there's like one spot where you might get a little bit of a crossover. But
Yeah, right.
the noise pollution, there's no leakage or anything like that.
That's pretty sick.
And that's like real nerdy shit that
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's awesome.
that I'm noticing. And I'm like to my mates, I'm like, oh, there's no,
Wow, well,
They're like,
Look at this.
what?
I can't hear that stage. And they're like, yeah, because we're at this stage. No,
ages
but
away.
it's so
Honestly,
loud.
yeah.
oh, jeez.
Well, what's do they have a lineup?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Who's the
Yeah, who's the big
guy?
one?
Well, obviously they'd have so many.
Yeah, this year, I'm still very happy I'm going week 1. The lineup's good.
Oh, they do have
But
multiple
there's 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The week 2 lineup is fucking stacked.
Yeah.
Like, stacked to the brim.
Can you go for the full 2 weeks?
You can go both weekends, you just got to buy a weekend 2 ticket.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's so many people that do it.
That's fucked.
I'm this close to trying to find a ticket.
Yeah.
I've seen the lineup now.
25.
I think the people that I'm not getting that I've seen,
Yeah.
and I did miss people because there's so many, and you got to look through all the stages. But
Yeah.
the big ones are David Guetta, Tiesto, Will Sparks, Tiger Lily.
Will Sparks is playing at Tomorrowland.
Yep, week 2.
No way.
Marlon Hofstadt, Party Boy.
Jesus Christ.
So they're all week 2 that aren't week 1.
Yeah.
So week 1 is still like Dom Dollar, Lost Frequencies, Steve Aoki, Dimitri Vegas, like Mike, Hardwell.
Yeah.
But then they're also playing week 2.
They're also all playing week 2.
Yeah, right.
But the week 2 that aren't playing that I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Please.
No, absolutely.
But Swedish House Mafia are playing back
Yeah,
together.
that's pretty sick.
I can't wait.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Very
That's
excited for
awesome.
that one.
Well, who knows? Yeah, we might see you there in 2025. We'll see.
6.
We'll see. 2026. Sorry. Yeah. Or maybe, who knows? We're going
Hey,
next year.
come.
Who knows?
Hey, I'll go next year.
You got a spare
Twist my arm.
Yeah, you mate still got that spare 10? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Well,
We can squeeze together.
that's crazy. I think this last little segment, we like to call it Idiot Facts,
Idiot facts.
simply because they're facts that we happen to know, and for lack of a better term, we're idiots.
Yep. Yep.
So the one I've got, we thought we might relate it all to DJ, but you know,
Okay.
if you don't have one relating to DJing, that's also fine. But
Sure.
the one I've got is DJ stands for disc jockey.
There you go.
I actually didn't
Did you know that?
Yeah, I did know
Yeah,
that.
Oh, well, there you
I
go.
mean, what?
Do you know why it's disc jockey?
Why is it disc jockey?
Because back in the day, because you used to have to carry your vinyls around. You had big crates of vinyls.
Is that your idiot fact?
Oh, fuck.
Hang on.
Sorry.
Say your idiot fact.
Say your
and
idiot
then
fact. Sorry.
Explain it.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Take 2.
Yeah, they used to carry their vinyls because they were playing on record players, and it was back in the 1940s. Just continue. You're right.
Oh,
No, you're right. No, honestly. No.
Anyway, continue. Yeah, so they just used to...
And jockey because you're carrying it, so you're moving it around.
Yeah, right.
And that's why DJs get paid so much. These days, I don't know why we do. Because all we do is carry a USB, but that's why DJs were such a high cost back in the day because there was so much labour.
Yeah.
You had to take like 8 crates. Like imagine playing a 5-hour set with
So
vinyl.
Not to mention you have to like running through everything.
Yeah.
Not Van Halen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I wouldn't know. Now it's a USB and
Well,
I just got to go.
it's funny you mention that
Yeah,
because
exactly.
one of Pat's mates used to be a DJ. Well, still is a DJ. He used to DJ down at Suki,
Yep.
and Suki's gone through the whole rebranding phase. I don't really know what's going on. I don't really care either. But
Yeah.
he's now looking at becoming a vinyl DJ.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, which I was like, when he was explaining to me, I was like, wow, that'd be so hard. He's like, yeah, it is, because like you got to know where to drop the pin
Yeah, exactly.
correctly for like,
Different songs.
mixing the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
A lot of respect for vinyl DJs because
That would be so sick to
So,
be able
yeah.
to rock that DJ like
Yeah, it's
tight.
crazy.
Like it's
there's one, just the cost associated with vinyl.
yeah,
like
for sure.
a song, you want to buy a song,
Mm.
it's like what, $1.50, $2.20, if
Yeah.
that. Just buy it on iTunes or something like $1.20 to $2
Yeah.
is the cost of a song. Vinyls are like $60, $70.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's going to have max 10 songs on it.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
you can only fit.
It's got like 5 one side,
Five
and
on the
then you
other.
flip it and you got 5 on the other side.
Yeah.
And then you've got to know that you got to be able to match the
Gotta know where to
speed.
put it.
Well, you got to know where to put it, but you also got to beat match. So you got to be able to change the tempo.
Yeah, that's fast.
And so like the digital ones, you can see it. It shows you what the
it does it
BPM
for
is.
you.
Yeah.
And you just know match 128 to 128.
Sync.
Yeah.
I know that one. Buttons.
Nice.
Don't
On
press
my
sync.
buttons.
Don't press it. Don't press it. Okay. Right. Appreciate
No,
it.
no one presses sync.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Rough. That's rough.
That's
That's
all
so
I've been doing for
rough.
the past 4 weeks. Anyway.
That's all right.
Wait, why do you not sync it?
Because there's some songs that don't line up on the sync. So this is why Grimes is set stuffed up at Coachella, because she pressed the sync button because she was complaining that her songs doubled.
Yeah, right.
And
I actually did hear about this.
so the song's stuffed up, and that's why she's gotten on the mic being like, oh, they're all playing at 2 times speed. Because when songs load, a song at 85 BPM is the same as a song at 170 BPM.
Yeah.
They're the same.
Yeah.
You can mix those together. They blend perfectly.
Yeah.
Just sometimes they register as 85. It also depends on your settings.
Yeah.
She's obviously loaded a song at 170, and then on the next CDJ it's at 85. But when she's pressed sync,
It
the
brings
CDJs, it brings it up. So now it's playing at times 2 speed.
Yeah, and
God.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Whereas if she didn't have her sync on, it would have just played normally.
There you
And
go.
then there's some songs that like the 1 doesn't line up on the thing.
Don't press the sync button.
Okay, yes.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
Anyway, and what about you, Kyle? What was your idiot fact?
My idiot fact.
idiot
I need to get the numbers.
Oh no.
Numbers.
No, he
This
should
would be interesting.
Let's have a look.
All right. So on a club setup,
Sure.
there's 94 buttons, 11 switches, 42 knobs or turny things, and
Turny
2
things.
turntables.
No way.
It's a little, and
Not,
we probably
wait, what did you say? 94.
94 buttons.
What do they do?
Little fucking things that you
What do they all do?
don't know.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing. Do you?
what's out of that number? What's
Yeah.
the percentage that you'd use?
Probably 15.
You don't need all those buttons.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah,
That's including your power buttons, the microphone button.
Like everything. That's every switch
That's
on a
every
like
single
a
switch.
What they'd usually have at a club, like a normal.
Most have a CDJ 2000 Nexus 2
Yeah,
or
right.
Nexus these days. And yeah, on that setup,
all that.
Interesting.
All that thing.
94.
Like when I remember going out, I look up and be like, "Fuck, that's a lot of knobs. That's a lot of buttons."
We're
Where
faking
you're
a
just
lot of it.
yeah,
We
when
don't
you
do
when you're just
shit.
telling me playing just a few little things.
But not the sync button.
Not the
No,
sync button. No
that's
sync button.
No
for
sync
sure.
button.
I said you'll find most DJs maybe touch 10 knobs,
Oh, okay.
10 of the turny things, 10
Yeah.
knobs. One's your headphone volume.
Yeah, of
You
course.
get your headphone volume and your effects. And then you've got different effects, the like filter and stuff like that.
Yep.
Then you'll find, especially in commercial, most DJs when they're mixing will probably just switch the bass lines. Well, that's how I mix anyway. Most of
Yep.
the time I'll switch the bass lines. Obviously, you do blend the mids and the highs when needed.
Yep.
But because our transitions are so quick, the bass line's just the easiest one. You flick that
Yeah, right.
and go for it.
Pretty easy. Yeah.
And then your knob that changes and picks the songs.
Mm.
That's your big one. They're your big ones.
I do know that one.
Yep.
I do know it's at the top.
Nice, love that.
Yep. I'm learning
Now,
as I go.
I have heard that DJs, like, for like sets and stuff, you can pre-record sets, right? And I have heard that you can tell when a set is pre-recorded. Like the biggest indicator is that the lights are so on point to like the mixes of the music and the beats and stuff. That's just what I've heard. I heard it on a podcast. Is that true?
No.
Oh, really?
Nah. So the lighting equipment these days,
Mm.
if the venues have paid, some lighting just actually just listens to the bass line and changes
Changes,
when
yeah.
it hears
Kyle does that. Yeah.
But also like Tomorrowland,
Yeah.
the lighting. I got a few mates that do lighting, and on his computer, he's got a live link and he can see exactly what the DJ's playing.
Right.
He can see that the screen, like the screen you'd have
Yeah,
on your
that
laptop
little-
when you're
yeah.
playing.
Yeah.
He can see that, so he knows what song's playing. They've got cue points set up. So like artists that have visuals,
Mm.
they need the visuals to be played exactly on time. So that's where the sound checks are coming in, but that's also where the lighting guys, it's got to be perfect.
Yeah, right. Interesting.
In your small nightclubs, if they're that spot on, it's probably because the lighting guy's just fucking unreal.
And what about like festivals and stuff though?
Festivals, then a lot of them don't necessarily pre-record sets,
Yeah.
but they have a preset set. So a lot of the time, like you think about it, you're playing Tomorrowland, biggest festival in the world.
That's what I mean.
Don't fuck it up. Yeah.
You don't want to fuck it up, but you also like you're not going to read a crowd. You're going to have your set list.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
You're going to have your, but a lot of them have like 3 sets because they can still read a crowd in the sense of like if they're actually not vibing that set, they're going to switch it to that.
Okay.
And so that's where the lighting guys need to hear or they need to see what songs because they can look and go, oh, he's switching up. He's not going this set now. He's going set 2.
Okay.
And the lighting guy needs to be able to keep up. So if the back end of set 2's got different visuals to the end of set 1,
Yeah.
the lighting guy needs to know to play the right visuals.
Big ups to the lighting guy.
Yeah,
Jesus
huge big
A
Christ.
lot of work behind them. Everyone just thinks that
Yeah.
they do more work than I do.
Yeah, right. That's
That's
crazy.
sick. That's good.
That is unreal.
I think I used to get mesmerised at Code just by standing there watching the lighting guy.
Yeah,
Wow.
They had some of the best lighting guys in the
they
business.
sure did actually.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They also had some of the best fire girls, but actually not. the one night we went to Code with you, they had like the fire people out the front,
Oh, yeah.
and she almost burnt me.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It was
but not
piss-
really. I was just kind of getting too close, and I was like,
Code loved
"Whoa,
the fire.
guys!"
They did, didn't they?
You know, big flamethrowers.
Yeah, and
I
they're
love
like
that place.
like with the spinning and shit.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That place was awesome. Take me back.
Is it going to come back as
Hope
anything
so.
else?
Jackson, do something.
Jackson, there you go. Heard it here first.
Switch up, Jack. Come on.
Yeah, switch on.
Bring it
There you
back.
go. Was he the promoter there? Was he?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, right.
One of.
No, that's
There
good.
was a few of them, but yeah.
Was he your favourite?
I don't have favourites.
Great answer. Great answer. Good. Well, I think that might do us. Firstly, sorry for the technical difficulties we had in the middle.
They were fun.
You'll
They were
see.
really
fun.
You'll see it in post.
Yep.
But firstly, I'd like to thank Kyle Kabl for coming on the podcast. Thank you
so
very
much,
much.
Thank you very much for having me, boys.
Thank you. I'd also like to thank Mason for sitting down on the
Thank
couch
you very
for me.
much. And I'd like to thank Hurley.
Thank you very much. And then the stainless sipper. Where's mine? I think I've lost it. Thanks to the stainless sipper. It's on the table. Don't matter.
Is
Thanks
it?
to the stainless
Oh,
the top and tail.
yeah, look at that.
Remember to use code idiots10 for 10% off any stainless sipper products on the store. I think that'll do it.
Yep.
Thanks for watching. Once again, thank you for coming on. Really appreciate it.
You've popped my cherry. This is my first podcast.
Yeah, well,
Thank you.
And what a better one for it to be popped on than the handful of idiots.
Absolutely.
I'm very glad.
That's it.
Thank you,
But
boys.
follow the podcast, rate us 5 stars, Instagram, TikTok,
YouTube.
get around it. You want to plug anything?
Instagram, cable.dj.
Nice.
SoundCloud, just cable.
Nice. What is another thing? What do you got anything coming up? So that this will be out on Monday, so the 13th. Do you have any shows or anything that people should be looking out for? Any sets coming up over the week, over the next couple of months?
Panda Thursdays if you're in Melbourne. Get around
Nice.
it.
Every Thursday.
Pretty much, yeah.
What time? Time slot.
Changes.
Yeah, it would.
So just get there from the start and then just wait.
Yeah, just be there.
To the end.
10 p.m.
10 p.m.
and then I'll shake hands at close with you.
That's yeah, you got it. Yeah, that's so
Kiss hands, shake babies.
You did. What time did they? You'd probably have to get there at about 9 to get in, like without having to line up for 40 minutes. I think.
These we're going into the cold months.
Oh, that's true.
We're in the first cold month, so the scene's a little bit slower at the moment because people are like, "Oh my god, it's so cold."
That's true.
It takes them a month to realize, okay, the cold's not going away. Just take a jumper, take an extra $5 and cloak it.
Spot on.
That's true. That's true.
Spot on.
But yeah, so Panda. Anything else?
Panda, I got Swan Hill in a few weeks. Shepparton next week.
You're
Shepparton
going
next week.
across.
Shepparton
You're
next
going
week.
up there, aren't you?
Right across.
Make a name for yourself. I like it. I like it.
Thank you. Love
But,
the country
hey,
towns.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't forget where you came from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll stay in Melbourne.
Don't forget the first podcast you were ever on either.
I won't. When I'm playing Tomorrowland, you boys are coming with me.
Let's go.
Nah,
Anyway,
beautiful.
but yeah, thank you so much.
worries.
And I think that might do us. Thanks for watching. We'll
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
catch you in the next one. Toodaloo.
See yous.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, righto. See
That
ya.
was good, mate.
That was fantastic.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.